Alright, so this screenshot is from a website called Wolfram Alpha. Definitely take a look at it. Definitely take a look at that site. Very helpful. But as far as the question of log base 327 minus x squared, gives you really a nice plot of what that looks like, and you want to find the domain and range. Well, the domain has to be this inside has to be greater than 0, and the reason is for that is the log of a negative number is imaginary, because say log of 3 of x, that wasn't very good, of x is equal to some number, and basically that means 3 to the what equals x. Well, look at this. There's nothing that you can put in here that would make this number a negative, because if you said say y is equal to negative 2, well, what does that mean? So then you have 3 to the negative 2. Well, what is that? That's just 1 over 3 to the 2, and that is not negative. So you have to solve this inside here to be greater than 0. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's take this guy. Crap. Anyway, sorry, a little technical difficulties. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, so let's take that, clear it out. Alright, so what you're looking for is 27 minus x squared is equal to 0. Well, it just has to be greater than 0, but we'll write equals. It's easier to understand. So now you have 27 equals x squared. You have the square root of 27 is equal to x. What is 27? 27 is 9 times 3, right? Yeah. So the square root of 9 times 3 is equal to x. Well, that's just... And then once you take the square root, you have to understand this has got to be plus and minus. And that'll make sense here in a second. But then you have 3 square root of 3 plus or minus square root of 3. And if you go ahead and take a look at this graph, that makes sense, right? So it could either be a negative here or a positive here, because if you square that, it's going to be positive anyway. If you square a negative number, it's going to be positive. So your domain is plus or minus 3 square root of 3. Now the range is just the maximum here. Well, what's the maximum possible? That's when this guy is equal to 0. So log of 3, 27 is equal to what? So 3 to some x is equal to 27. Well, x equals 3, because you see that 3 to the 3 is 27, and that's going to be your range. So the range has to be less than or equal to 3.